And we should be live! We are the Story Speakers Guild bringing you roleplay entertainment.
What's up, everyone?
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, everybody.
So, where we had last left off, New Babel had shown up to the hideout, and it led to a rather disastrous battle between the party and them. Corvus collapsed the lab in the tunnels underneath the tavern, and proceeded to rendezvous with his robots after having a talk with Everald about what to do next. The rest of the party, on the other hand, began gearing up to head towards New Orleans that they could see puffs of smoke coming from.
And the dead bodies do not work to patch the tires.
God damn it. Fucking murder alpha.
Well, that's Sire for you.
Uh-huh.
To be fair, he is a monster race, so...
Just didn't want to waste the resources.
Fuck. If that was the case, then you would have given them to fucking Everworld. Anyway. If you guys aren't going to do anything, God damn it.
We were loading up last. I didn't want the tire guy fixed. We loaded up and we were heading to...
Alright, so you guys want to do your thing first, or should I? Let's figure that out.
I'm good either way.
Go ahead, Corvus. Get us started.
Alright. So, this is just right after I speak with you, and I'm probably maybe a couple 100 feet away from the actual location. I probably see you guys starting to pack up, so I'm moving. Once I get far enough distance away, I'm going to break my insubstantial, and I'm going to take a look at the recording device that I actually have. It's a chip, right?
Yep.
Okay. Can I test it before trying to put this in my head, see if it's encrypted in any way? Probably is.
Go ahead and make your logic to do so.
Alright. Damn.
Tell us about shoving that in your head and breaking through the encryption.
Alright. So I take off my helmet and I slide the chip into a port right underneath my right ear. And I recognize that there's the actual code itself is encrypted. So I put together a brute force hack just to kind of get through the actual firewall. So as I'm walking along, it's just going through numbers and numbers and numbers and letters before it finally clicks and I get access into it. At that point, I'm going to put in a direct request to review. Yeah, because usually, I'm gonna try to do a quick review of the last 24 hours, if that's at all possible.
All right. So, you hear a lot of talk during travel. A lot of mention of how they can't wait to head into New Orleans. That's such a cesspit of vile and sin that hasn't been under control in a long time.
Alright.
Then you start hearing the voice of the actual commander you took this from. Our job is to head to the tavern where Corvus is. something about some weird phenomena. I'm not sure. We're supposed to bring them all back for testing. And if they bring any resistance, take them down with force.
So based on what they're telling them, based on what he's saying, it doesn't seem like they told him a lot about what's actually going on.
Correct.
Okay. Any mention of who the OO was? It's the operations officer, just so you know.
Thanks for the clarification.
There is. They read off a string of letters and numbers that you easily recognize as much higher up on the food chain than you ever were.
So it's probably a 4th level asset then?
Yes.
Or would this be 5th?
We'll say yeah, we'll go with 5th.
Okay. So there's only a handful of people that could potentially be.
Yep.
So that might actually be direct orders from the general.
Correct.
Damn. Fuck. Okay. Let's push the recording forward to about an hour, 30 minutes before they actually arrived at the location.
Alright. Start getting your weapons prepped, Win. I'm not sure what it's gonna be like when we get there, but we should be prepared for anything. You know how these Umbra Stalkers can be, they're unpredictable. And then basically a bunch of orders on how to approach and things like that. Some mention about how they should disable any means they have to escape.
Important question. Does anything regarding their approach appear to me, because things might have changed in the last 5 years I've been there, but does anything appear like it would be improper conduct?
None of it sounds like improper conduct, at least from the way they're speaking about it, but it doesn't sound like any conduct you were taught.
Okay. So it's because usually, from my understanding, they have they're supposed to expend nonviolent options before going for force. So something's definitely changed.
Indeed, they definitely are talking force before anything else.
All right, so things are definitely different from what I remember. Shit, this does complicate things severely. All right. I guess I'm gonna just hold on to that for now. See if there's anything I can figure out with it later. But I'm just going to keep going towards the rendezvous point.
All right.
Still stealth, by the way.
Yep, I know. Stealthed and all nano-y.
Now I break the nano thing so then I can actually use the fucking systems.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, that does make sense.
Alright. Okay. So I guess that's it for me. I just wanted to get that little bit of information before deciding what to do.
Yep. So, party back at the base. Bob's just finished fixing the tire. You've got one problem, though. You don't have much gas.
And the barrel was in the lab, wasn't it?
No, it was outside, but you guys used it all, and I didn't exactly get a chance to refill it.
How much gas is in the motorcycle?
I knew that was coming up.
How much gas in motorcycle? Sorry.
Generally, I'm in the habit of filling it, but this is up to the GM as to whether I actually did or not.
No, they're asking to pool your fuel.
That is indeed what they are asking. I will give you a perception check for this.
Who?
Me?
Yes, you.
Who's you?
Now that's a perception check.
I'll be damned. It can happen.
There's no gas, isn't there?
Alright, so. You start rifling through some of the stuff you brought from home with you, Red Cloud. And you happen to notice a canister that you had long forgotten you brought with you. Go ahead and explain how that happens.
How I forgot the canister?
How you forgot it, how you found it, how there's gas in it.
He was huffing it behind the back. Don't explain why I was knocked out for a few days. It wasn't just the coke; it was the combo.
Well, since my family is collectors of antiquities, I just grabbed a bunch of stuff when I left home in a hurry, and it had been packed in my stuff, and I just plain forgot about it. It's been so long since I've had a place to live where I could actually unpack everything.
And then we adopted you.
And he still didn't unpack.
Casey needed to run. Did you see what happened? We shot at a little girl.
So anyway, the bike is now full.
Well, Bob, they were kind of hoping you'd fill the truck.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Ride the bike.
5 gallons isn't going to do anything for that truck. How far do we have to go?
Near New Orleans from here is a couple days' walk.
So 40 miles-ish.
Yep.
Fine.
It's super efficient. There you go.
Can we modify the truck to do Back to the Future type gas?
Well, you should have asked me.
Yeah, you should have asked Corvus.
Then you probably would have just blown up or melted down the truck before you left.
I made it better!
Oh God, I'm not sure on what I walked into.
You made it. You shot Ursa.
Hey. I did that to protect her.
Your protection style sucks.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you were protecting. Your so-called friends came in and started talking like they was taking over, like they was hot shit, this, that, and the other thing.
Cappy, 1, I'm not there. 2,
Oh, I thought it was in
I didn't know better. 3, play the scene out.
Sorry,
Kyle,
from what I heard, I thought it was in character, so I apologize.
Kyle, I'm just gonna say, if you're ever over at my house and some shit happens, please don't protect me.
I just want to say, do you think if I use the same excuse for shooting people that I get away with it?
I mean, it got you to duck and cover real quick.
Wow.
We'll take things to a dark place all day. But I think you guys are in the middle of figuring out the fuel situation.
That they are.
So how many of us are there?
We have me, we have Nicholas, we have Sire, we have Ursa, we have Mac.
Can we
I
arrange?
think 5 then.
Can we all fit on just the truck and not the trailer part? Might be better gas mileage.
That's a good point.
Well, the one problem is that, Sire stands, almost 8 to 10 feet tall, and...
So we strap him to the top.
And I'd be doing the road warrior thing from the back, yes. Flaming
give him-
white hair and everything.
No, it's a flaming guitar, bro.
Yeah, actually, there is a catwalk on the back of it. We could, strap him in there.
But theoretically, we will also be coming back with more people than we're going out there with.
Yeah, that's true. We need to get him the hell out of there.
You still don't know what the situation is over there.
There's smoke rolling up from the town. I think it's bad enough.
I know that Everold isn't here, and Everold will be coming back with me.
There. But technically speaking, there's probably smoke coming up from the lab here too, so we just kind of match the town. I think we take the truck as far as we can go. If we run out of gas, we'll know where it's at. Nobody can steal it.
I don't think we really have a better option, so. But I
That's
mean,
what sorry.
how much will we actually save by leaving the trailer behind? Like, I'm literally ignorant of this. I have no idea, like, how much that affects it.
Actually, a lot.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'd
we
leave
do-
the trailer behind.
Yeah,
Because I'd rather have. Go ahead, Cappy.
we'd never have room to bring people back out the trailer.
We can always, like, MacGyver some shit to get people back if we have to.
That's true.
I'm sure we'll find something in the town if it comes down to that we need to trailer people versus have them walk.
Maybe those idiots brought something we can steal. By a vehicle that maybe we can steal. The multiple people know how to drive.
Yeah, and if nothing else, I still have my father's contacts. I could probably scare us up another trailer if need be.
There we go.
That's true.
Sire, go lift trailer off.
Wait, but that was kind of a good point about how did those guys get here? Maybe they have a vehicle somewhere just beyond, our range of vision here.
Oh. Hey, can we see tracks on where they came from?
Roll me a perception, Sire. Well, Sire, you start.
I don't even see ground.
You start trying to look around for tracks, and eventually you do find some tracks. You
They're
follow.
mine, aren't they?
You follow them for a moment, and they lead you right back here. You find their tracks that led to here, not their tracks that led back to where they came from.
Can't we follow them backwards?
Yeah, but Sire didn't put that together. That's the
Sire got confused.
Oh,
Tracks like in circle. We scared them in circles.
Maybe show us where their tracks are, sir. Maybe we can figure out where they came from.
I point out what I thought were the tracks.
All right. I go over and take a look.
You're not looking
you
at
don't.
shit.
Oh shit! I forgot I'm so blind. God damn it!
Being
I
sarcastic.
totally forgot I was blind for a minute. I'm sorry.
No. I like this idea. Seer, I'm not there, but you can just hear this whisper in your mind. Hold him by his feet and let him sniff the ground. Maybe he can find them by scent.
Funny.
You beat me to it, Kyle.
That's why I said you just heard that whisper in your mind. Boy.
I point out the tracks to other people that can actually see.
So, the rest of you are able to start tracing these tracks back to where they came from. Do you follow them, party?
Yes.
First, I get a rope and I tie it around the priest's waist so that we have a leash on him so he doesn't get lost from us.
Actually, he appreciates that.
You gotta do it up, though. You gotta have it like Yoda style.
Oh, this party. So, as you follow the tracks back, I need someone to roll me another perception.
I don't know if that came through. So me.
Forget shit.
God.
I lead us back to the fort.
Can I still? Well, one, he said someone else. So, Sire, your roll doesn't even count. Can I still do it if Bob rolled, or do you specifically want one person doing this?
If Bob rolled, then both of you roll, and I will take the combination of your two's rolls.
Oh, thank God.
Y'all should listen when I say me.
Sorry, ma'am.
All right. So, you two do manage to find a vehicle. You can explain to me how. I will tell you that it has already begun sinking into the swamp.
So, after Sire points out the tracks, Talawa like hooks her arm in Max, and she's like, "Okay, we can do this. Let's look. Help me look." And she starts. I think Mac was a little bit distracted, maybe by his uppers, and so like she's actually tracking them pretty closely, but kind of dragging him along with her, and starts to follow. And then she's like, "I feel like the swamp's a little bit off over here. Something's over here." And then keeps going until she encounters the sinking vehicle.
Can you describe the vehicle for us?
This is the militia branch, right? This isn't the straight military?
Well, this is the branch you and Everald discussed that technically go in to create scorched earth.
Oh,
The Red Hats.
that would be between. Okay, then they wouldn't be doing a large scale operation like this then.
Things
But,
have
alright.
changed.
All right.
But, we'll go with one of them, like, military jeeps.
A Humvee?
Yeah, that design.
Or an armored personnel carrier. That's what I want. Yeah.
They did not bring an armored personnel carrier.
God damn it.
I think
Yeah.
first you got to get it out of the mud or the swamp, whatever.
Just out of character. They're a society that goes about restricting access to knowledge by all means necessary. They're going to bring the bare minimum.
Exactly. But yeah, it is sunk quite a bit into the swamp at this point, and you guys can actually start to notice that the swamp is expanding.
Unnaturally?
I mean, what is natural in this radiated swamp?
I'm a monster. Everything natural.
At some level, you want to argue with him, but at the other, you don't.
Is this a wheeled vehicle or tracked?
Wheeled.
Let's get a tree and crowbar it out.
Gonna need a big fucking crowbar.
I'm sorry, I meant use a tree and you know how you dig yourself out of snow, use some boards.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll use smaller branches and stuff to try and get traction and roll it out if somebody knows how to drive it.
No, we have a
I can
truck.
drive it.
We have a truck. I'll go back and get the truck and we can pull it out if we've got chain or cable.
But we don't know how fast this is expanding or quite how far it has expanded. Shouldn't also this does not bode well for our property, but I'm just a little nervous, I think, about bringing the truck out here when we don't know how this landscape has changed.
Truck too heavy. See, Sire sinking also. And I stand there and squish my feet into the mud.
And it is true, Sire is sinking very slightly.
We get this vehicle out now. Hey, let's go get the dead bodies and use them.
What is with you and getting the dead bodies?
You have more kindred to the Everwood than you even imagined.
I think we actually burned them already, didn't we?
Yeah. You lit those fuckers up.
After all amazingly rolling well enough to remove their gear. Except for Talawa.
But she did find our footprints, so let's start gathering stuff to push these out so Talawa can drive it out.
You guys do the hard part while I do the fun part.
Well, some of them can do the hard part. I would kind of have a hard time finding the right materials.
I tie the other end of Rilden's rope to the Jeep so he doesn't get lost.
You fuck!
Well, that's only so I go pick up the trees. I don't want to drag him with me.
I am going to find a small stick and start randomly poking the priest every so often from various directions.
Oh, that's just mean.
Roll a perception to find the stick.
Gladly.
Do I need to roll that to
He said
find stuff
gladly,
for
though.
the tires?
You do.
Yes.
So tell us about your stick, Laura.
I find a well-sized stick that will serve well to replicate a finger poking somebody.
Fucking
And I
Delilah.
proceed with my fucking plan.
Fucking Delilah. I start swatting it away. Get! Stop it!
And I see Talawa doing that. I'm like, man, Mosquito's big here.
And I'm gonna kind of quickly run off to the side so it doesn't seem like I'm that close to Nicholas where he could blame me for poking him. Yeah, I know, these mosquitoes are really something, huh? They're bigger than I've ever seen.
Oh, you
Must
mind
be
keeping
part
them
of
off
swamp
me?
growing.
Well, the rest of us are busy working, Nicholas.
Well, I'd love to help if I could see.
You okay? You feel mosquitoes, you squish.
Use it to train your senses.
So I start collecting trees and branches to put under the tires.
Or maybe you could talk to your god and ask him to give you your sight back.
Yeah, I thought about doing more praying for that, and I actually thought about doing it. Just hit me up, look at the truck out. I don't know if it'll work, but since I ain't got nothing else to do right now.
All right, so he's setting up these branches and whatnot. Talawa, you said you're gonna try to drive this out, right?
Once they're ready for me to do it, yeah, I'm not just gonna like.
I don't
Fire's
want to be tied
smart
to that
enough
where I
to
get
not
dragged
be
loose.
anywhere near it when she starts.
I would require a learning for doing this, as this is not standard driving.
Yeah, that's fair. So just to clarify, which vehicle did you tie Cappy to? The one I'm about to drive?
Don't worry
Oh,
about
no.
it. Start driving.
Hey, wait a minute!
What does that mean? Like, this could injure him.
You don't know that. You think this is gonna work.
Wow, that's fucked up.
Can I make a logic check before she does this to know to take him off the vehicle?
Spoil sports, fine.
Aha! And
Fuck
with
him.
that check, I also move us away from it as far as I think is safe.
Oh, God.
Not in front of it and not
Thank you,
behind
Lord.
it.
Well,
See? This would have worked out much better if you hadn't have moved him. So, Talawa, you go and you try to gun it out, and you just knock everything away, and then it just slides backwards into the swamp. You're unable to get away as it does. Luckily, you can breathe underwater, but it is completely under now.
Good luck getting that.
Sire looks at the where she disappeared. Why did she do that?
Why did she do what?
She made it all disappear.
Yeah, I don't think she meant to do that, sire.
So, Talawa, all kinds of systems start going off in there. Luckily, you're able to make out one that says eject remaining fuel for escape.
alright. I guess I'm gonna try that. I'm not sure how ejecting fuel makes me escape, but let's try it.
As you hit the button for doing it, the fuel tank literally dislodges itself and throws itself into the back seat through a bunch of mechanics that you don't understand.
Oh, so it's like so that I can take fuel with me when I leave.
Yes.
Sweet. Alright. Well, I'm gonna snatch that up. And do I need to roll something to get out? Because I know I can breathe underwater and whatnot, but like, I also imagine things are muddy and thick.
Yes, I'm going to require a might check to open up the door.
Can I go towards the where she went sinking to see if I can't find the vehicle?
So you well, you can tell me about how you do it, but you open the door.
Let's see. Was it still running, or like did the engine basically shut off once it got underwater?
Well, you ejected all the fuel, so...
Oh, right. Yeah. Well, I mean, battery, but yeah, fair. Okay. So she starts struggling with the door, rattling it. Ah, crap. And then finally realizes that, there's a lock on the door that she should probably disengage. Disengages the lock and then, puts her shoulder against the door, pushes it open, pushing away the mud and everything, just enough that she can, slide out and drags the tank out behind her and then fights through the mud to come up to the surface.
Alright, people on the surface, it's been a solid 2 minutes since it's sunk in.
And also, the majority of you have not seen that I can breathe underwater. You might think
I'm
it's a
already
possibility, but just to help you with your reaction to the situation.
Some mud monster.
Okay, well, not knowing that you can breathe underwater, Mac would have already run in and dove to try and get you out. I thought it was my fault.
We attached the rope to Mac from Rilden so that we have an anchor both ways.
All right.
I would kneel.
Mac,
Sorry.
roll me a perception.
I'd kneel down and say a prayer for Talawa's safety.
And he doesn't know he's the anchor yet.
Fuck.
So, Mac, you're searching around, but it's so muddy. But then finally, as you're feeling around and she's starting to surface, she pops up and you grab onto her. She's popping up. And they both are safe above the water.
I ask her, Talawa, are you all right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. I haven't been swimming in a while. I breathe underwater. I'm pretty chill. My only concern was I was a little bit trapped because all the heavy, and thick mud mixed with water. Hey, but this is not a total disaster. And also, shit, sorry, I kind of fucked up. But to be fair, nobody told me that I shouldn't just, accelerate like I normally do. But anyway, and so she lugs up the tank and holds it over her head. I think I got the gas out of it.
That's something.
Okay, so I grab half the tank and help her get it to the shore, but you might have told me you could breathe underwater, so I didn't have to dive in and get all muddy. Thank you.
Indeed, we're worried about you.
Nicholas,
safe
you
from mosquitoes.
have seen me swim, and breathe underwater before. You've been with us for quite a while. But yeah, I also didn't expect this to happen. I've never, driven in this kind of situation before, so I hadn't exactly been planning to be underwater.
And this is kind of a unique situation.
But what made you throw the damn thing into reverse?
I didn't throw it in reverse. I put it into drive or first, whatever the fuck it is, like a shift or a manual transmission. And then I just fuck off.
Okay, well
then I just hit the gas as hard as I could, like normal.
But you went backwards. I think you. Never mind. Sorry, I don't know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so out of character, I didn't go backwards. The issue is that I hit the gas so hard that it displaced everything, and then I just started sinking even more.
I mean, if we're being fair, you could have accidentally put it in reverse.
That's awesome, though.
That was the way, when I heard the description, that's what I thought. That was my first thought, was she threw it in reverse.
And Talawa is still learning to drive.
She did not throw it into reverse, guys.
Okay, makes sense now.
I know.
Second, Mac, your hair is just covered in mud.
I hate you.
No, you don't.
Not for long, but yes, I do.
She kisses your cheek. I got his gas.
Yeah, you got us gas. So I just kind of dislike you at the moment.
So I pick up the gas tank. We take this back to truck, yes?
Yes.
Well, I don't think it's gonna help that vehicle. And she looks behind her at where it sunk.
Bubble, 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 bubble.
Hey, you know what? We can think of this as a blessing because you know what? If they come searching around and shit, they won't find any evidence that those people were here. They could have just gotten lost in the wilderness and killed by, randos.
So she thinks.
Yes, I do think, and you're not here, so hush.
I know. I was just chiming in.
But you're not here, so stop chiming in.
All right, let's go gas truck. But
Uh,
I don't
make
think
sure-
Talawa should drive truck.
Somebody make sure to leave me back, please.
Oh, shit. I forgot about the priest.
He's just standing back there. Hello.
Oh, well,
Hello.
he's attached to Bob because I attached Bob's or the rope to Bob when he went diving for Talawa.
And so I probably got dragged a little bit across the ground, not realizing what was going on because I can't see anything.
Ironically, the mosquitoes stopped attacking you too.
Yeah, I noticed that.
So, you guys return to the truck and gas it up then?
Yes, sir.
Alright then, so your truck has pretty much a full tank of gas now.
Are we still detaching the trailer or taking it with us?
Well, since it's full and we only have 30, 40 miles to go, I mean, the truck like this can get at least 600-700 miles on a tank. We just might as well take the trailer.
Okay.
I agree.
I get into my spot in the back of the trailer then.
Can somebody help me get in the truck, please?
I immediately run into the driver's seat.
No.
Yes.
No. It's my turn. I'll drive.
I get Nicholas up into the bed of the trailer.
Thank you.
Don't make me shoot you to protect you. But yeah, I'm getting into the driver's seat.
Sire
Alright,
doesn't
no
care.
arguments. I
The
guess
ladies
I am-
get what they want.
And Matt climbs up and just not rudely, not meanly, just kind of sits down in the seat next to her and just starts shoving over.
And she starts shoving back.
Contested might.
Oh, shit.
Advantage Bob because he's bigger.
Nah, fuck that.
Well, damn!
God damn it.
You were saying?
So tell us
I'm taking
about
the keys with me.
shoving the shit out of her.
I just start pushing. I don't, like I said, not mean. I just push over and she tries pushing back and I'm just not, it's not happening. I'm not having it. And she ends up in the passenger seat. Well, actually, kind of on the floor between the seats, but sorry.
Can I
But
snatch the keys on my way down?
Agility.
Or over, whatever.
You know, we got bigger problems than you two fighting over who wants to drive.
So tell us about grabbing them as you're being pushed out.
So I didn't turn on the truck yet, but I'm gonna say I just threw them in the ignition before, and as I start realizing that I am not going to win this shoving contest, I grab the keys and quickly slip them to like my other side, opposite of Mac, where he won't see them.
Oh, stealth even.
Do I see her grabbing or hear the keys jangling when she rips them out of the ignition?
Perception.
Don't even say that, man.
Unfortunately, that was not enough to beat her 25.
Well, damn.
So Corvus took keys.
You're in the back. You don't know about this.
I know.
So I look over at Talawa. Do you know where the keys are?
I thought you had them.
Deception.
I've never had them.
Maybe there's a reason for that.
You can roll another perception, Bob, against her deception.
Damn it!
I love this.
Fuck.
Apparently, I'm just big and dumb.
I mean, you're the one who said it.
Oh, nice. You didn't have to jump on that quickly.
You didn't have to, but I want to hear the truth.
So, if you didn't have the keys, how were you planning on driving?
I thought Sire would bring them to me. He does everything for me. Or Everald does.
I holler at the window that, Sire, do you have the keys for the truck?
Keys. Oh, I see keys. And I pop out and I go over to the motorcycle and I get the keys from there and give them to the Bob.
Okay, so while he's like distracted yelling to Sire, can I then sneak the keys onto the dashboard like right in front of him? Storyteller.
Can you what?
While he's distracted, yelling out the window to Sire, can I sneak the keys onto the dashboard in front of him?
I think you know what that's going to require. And agility.
Very good.
Well, perception.
I love myself.
Don't even try, bro.
Yes, the best night ever.
You suck so bad.
I'm concerned that Mac, it's a good thing you're not driving. I don't think you could see the trees on the road.
Fucking reality just stuttered for him.
So after, while Sire is going to grab the motorcycle keys, I'm gonna assume that eventually, like, you look back towards me, and I'm just be like, what is your problem? They're right there in front of you. You must have put them down there. Are you sure you're really fit to drive? Have you been doing that drug again?
Well, does the day end in Y? Of course I have, but that's got nothing to do with this. They weren't. Never mind. And he just picks up the keys, shaking his head, and goes, "Fuck it." Starts the truck.
Just make sure you're like looking at the road. I don't want you to miss something in the road and end up crashing our poor little truck.
So are you two done fighting over who's going to drive yet?
Sire feels kind of awkward in the back because he's missing something. So he takes Nicholas's head and puts it in his lap. You take nap now. You take nap now.
Whatever.
He's literally lying with demons.
I can't see shit. I can't really stop him. Not to mention the fact niggas had no idea that was coming.
You feel
normally
it.
I have Rose there, and she sleeps in the back of the truck. But since she's not there, you are.
Just be careful if you notice anything long and cylindrical.
Or don't be.
Hey, I'm fucked up.
All right, is everybody in the truck?
Yes.
Okay. I start driving, heading out towards Neo New Orleans.
All right. Corvus,
All right.
you arrive at the rendezvous where you told the creepers to meet you.
Okay. This is just me being paranoid, but can I do a quick surveillance of what's around me?
Well, I believe you told me you'd be meeting them in the swamps around Neo New Orleans, correct?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you can go ahead and take a look around.
Oh, right. Fuck, I was about to use my actual perception. No. 15, I guess.
I mean, things are relatively safe. You don't notice anything that odd. Maybe some mutated gators that are kind of odd looking.
Hmm. All right, but well, I'm still invisible, so I'm just gonna hope that serves me well enough. Anyway,
So,
report in.
Alpha here with others.
Was everything destroyed?
Are you asking in Neo New Orleans?
Well, I'm asking about the research first because I didn't actually give them an order to do reconnaissance for New Orleans yet.
Yeah, I didn't think that you did. My memory banks are still full of all research conducted, sir.
Hmm. Okay. Corvus takes a seat on a nearby tree, like a fallen tree. Okay. I want each and every one of you to do a reconnaissance down in New Orleans at these exact coordinates, and I just kind of point out a few places of interest. Check the entry points, see if there is anyone of note that might be part of the command chain. I'm going to go down with you. I want you to try to find me. You can recognize my energy signature, correct?
Of course, sir, always.
Good. Begin the reconnaissance mission. Scout on ahead.
Mission start.
All right. Wait with me within 24 hours. Give me any information you find.
Orders received. Understood.
How far away am I exactly from New Orleans right now?
Right now, about 3 hours of walk. Because I assume that you're moving quickly with haste.
Yeah. Okay. I'm still sitting on the branch thinking about how I should go about this. I could just sneak in, but I don't think I'd get as much information that way. Maybe I should take the commander's note. Then I'd have to know more about him. Plus, they might require a registration code. He points his finger up. I'm going to change my form.
Alright, roll it.
Okay. Damn!
You succeed. Tell us about it.
Alright. The moment I put my finger up in the air, I stand up and I do my whole finger gesture thing, and my form actually condenses, and takes on the form of a raven. And then I'm going to go fly over the city.
All right.
Actually, yeah. So as I'm approaching, what am I seeing below?
Well, by this point, a lot of the fires have gone out, so you're seeing a lot of damaged buildings.
Okay.
People being rounded up, various squads moving through the city. And on the outskirts, you notice Everald, who's waiting for you.
Oh, right. I did say I would speak with him. Okay. I am going to land and perch atop his head.
He looks up. Not often birds land on me. Couple bats, every now and then.
I poke the top of his head, and I raise one of my wings and gesture him to somewhere that's a little bit more off the way.
You wish to speak to me, bird. Very well, it's been an odd day already anyways. I go off, away from the city some.
Alright, at that point when we get nice and hidden, I break out of my form. Hello?
Ah, I'm glad you've come.
Yes. I'm still uncertain about why things are panning out the way they are, but I am glad that at least you're not choosing to shoot immediately. What have you gathered so far?
Not a whole lot, as I've not decided to enter the city by myself.
Why?
That being said, I haven't seen anybody escaping either, which tells me they've probably done a thorough job of rounding them up.
It just strikes me as odd. Usually, they don't strong arm like this. And so usually a last resort. They must be under duress based on what they were informed.
Perhaps.
And Corvus is just kind of like scratching his chin. Well, I don't think I can go in as is, and I'm not sure if they brought any sensory equipment with them. This could prove an issue, especially if they're not. They might just turn us away, so. Do we try to sneak in? Do we try to blend in?
Either way can work. We definitely need to get a rundown of what's happening with the people here.
Agreed. I'd like to get into contact with someone higher up the command, but Corvus presses the back side of his right ear, and he takes out the chip. I gathered a little bit of information about the operations thus far. This doesn't seem like standard protocol, but they're definitely on edge.
Did you gather who gave the orders?
I'm not sure how familiar you are with the asset rating system, but it's definitely someone high up. It may even be the general himself, but this seems rather brash for him.
I just typed into Discord his numbers.
Out of character, is this Ironsides? Or is this someone else?
This is someone else.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, you recognize this number as someone who you knew before you left as a asset 4.
So someone who ranked up. Okay. Alright. So he climbed the ladder. Okay. I put the chip back in. If you'd like, I could change our forms to make things a little bit easier, or we could just sneak in and do some reconnaissance. I sent in my toys to look around for us, and they'll find us within 24 hours, or at least they'll find me.
Well, I suppose let's change form. It'll make it easier to get around.
As I raise my hand to go do this, I kind of glance at him. No unnecessary bloodshed.
There's not often blood left when I'm done.
I put my hand back down as he says that. These are people just like anyone else. Don't kill unless they aim to kill you. Or else we will have a problem.
Kill.
Fucker. Do I have your word?
I have no plans on killing anyone at the moment.
Okay. Alright, so I do the whole thingy.
Alright. So do your thing. There you go.
Okay. So I just changed our forms and your genetic structure, so then you're not registering as someone who has vampiric blood right now. And as for myself, I look like a just kind of a standard commoner. So I'm looking at him. Okay. If we are stopped by anyone, we're going to tell them that we've come out of town looking to trade.
Sounds good.
All right. Take lead. I follow behind him.
Alright. So we continue in. Second party. You arrive about 2 hours after me and Corvus head in.
Would have been faster if I had been the one driving.
We got here. And we didn't end up in the swamp.
I have driven the truck several times before, never driven into the swamp. Thank you very much.
Love you, mean it.
Alright, so you come driving up, and you arrive in the upper part of New Orleans, where a lot of the big gangsters live, and the people who are considered the rich here.
My peeps!
Why are we logicking, sire?
To see if I thought it was a good idea to be seen, but I don't care.
Indeed, you apparently don't. But then you hear Nicholas basically look up at you and say, "Duck down. Just kind of hold me down in here."
Okay. I take that literally. I duck down and hold him down.
Okay. I'm confused.
Why are we hiding?
I have no idea.
But you said to hide.
Nicholas, you logicked that you were there.
All right. Well, right now being seen is not a good idea. You just stay hidden as much as possible. Especially you're really large. They see you, they'll go ape shit in a hurry. None of the basic one look at you and, boy, I thought they were gonna go with guns blazing on you. Sure sounded like it.
Oh.
So 2 troopers come approaching the truck. Talawa, are you covered?
Yeah.
So all they see is me.
Well, covered as in not revealing what she is.
Ah,
I've got like my wraps and hood and stuff like that on so that I don't look like merfolk.
I look down at the troops. What do you want?
Inspecting the vehicle.
It's a truck.
And
There.
why have you come into New Orleans?
Well, now who the hell are you? And how do you figure this is any of your damn business?
We are the new authority around here, and you will speak to us with respect.
Well, you see, we were just driving in to get some supplies. We live a good ways away, so we just needed to, restock. That was all our interest was here.
Deception.
Yes.
Nice.
Alright then. That'll be... 1 second. That'll be 30,000 coin for a day pass.
I'm sorry. I think there was some confusion. We paid that to another group earlier.
Do you have the pass to show me?
I had it here somewhere.
Yeah, I thought I tucked it over here or something. And she starts scavenging around. I don't know what to do at this point, though.
There ain't much I can do. Sorry, he pops up. Shit, it's on, so we're staying hidden in the back.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, hold on. Yep, here I got it. Let me come out of the truck though, so I can just bring it over to you rather than reaching over this smelly fucker right here.
And whose fault is it I'm smelly?
Yours. Take a damn shower.
Oh, we gotta go. We're out of this. We're out of that. I want to go now.
Yeah, well, it's only a day pass. It lasts a day. I wanted to get here in time. Now I gotta get out of the truck so I don't have to smell your nasty pits.
It's your fault. I was willing to take a shower and do all that and get it all nice and pretty for you. But no.
No, you have to preen for goddamn ever, so we can't get anything done in a day. And as I'm like arguing with him, I want to try to steal a pass off of somebody nearby.
Agility.
And I jumped down out of the truck and start talking. You see what I have to put up with from this broad?
You know what? You're lucky you have me around. You didn't even know where this fucking day pass was.
God damn it. That ain't good.
So, Talawa, you go and you basically trip into the guard as you are attempting to take a pass off of him. I will give you a chance to roll a deception to play it off.
Cool. I am going to kind of like trip into him and then like run my finger down his chest and just be like, you know, there's just something about you. Oh, are you sure you don't have some time right now? We could go off somewhere.
Are you serious? I'm standing right here.
The way that you smell, are you really surprised that somebody who looks this good is getting me hot?
Oh yeah, that metal. I know how women love it. He puts an arm around you.
Oh, baby, exactly.
Good thing Sire can't see this.
Metal's always hard. This motherfucker can't keep it up to
Wow.
save his skin.
Bitch, you're walking home.
It's okay,
No.
I got a new boyfriend now.
And this trooper, he's buying full into this at this point.
Oh man.
Here, let me give you an escort around town. Though let me see that pass first. Which you do have now.
Of course, baby, it's right here.
Ah, good. They're fine. Let them through. The other trooper looks back at you, Bob. It's tough. Women love a man in uniform.
Uh-huh. Yeah, thanks.
You're gonna need to leave the truck here, though, and continue on foot.
How am I supposed to get my supplies in it?
We have started supplying carts and things like that to the local shops. At least the ones that are still standing.
Alright, well, let me just run it over there and park it then. And I point to some place where I can back it in where they can't see into the trailer.
Alright. Make a perception to find that for me real quick.
Sire whispers to Nicholas, might be time to get out soon.
No, not yet.
Alright, it takes you a moment, Bob. Much longer than it really should have to find something like this. But eventually you manage to find a spot. By this point, Talawa's long gone with the trooper.
I am legit going to sleep with him if he really will.
Yeah, he is completely down, so...
I get lit.
Alright, so Talawa is off getting laid.
Aren't the bandages gonna come off at some point?
I know, right?
No, just have him bend me over somewhere. I'll be fine.
Oh my
He
god.
rolled a 1.
He did roll a 1. Alright, Talawa, I would like you to roll for me. What would this be? Would this be presence or would this be agility?
Yes.
It depends on whether I'm trying to make him think I'm good or actually be good, I think.
Persuasion.
Persuasion.
Oh my god. I might argue a fortitude.
Or movement.
It would be a fortitude if she was male.
I don't know.
Stamina's not as much a thing for women for the, multiple orgasms. I know that's hard for you to understand because, you've only ever given women one, but we can have multiple.
Okay. This dude could be like packing though.
We will roll his stamina after I will make it an agility. Provided that you want to actually be good at this and you're not just trying to make him think you are.
No, I want to get laid and I want it to be good.
Okay.
What the fuck? Is this for who goes first? Oh man. Holy shit!
Yes!
Man, he is packing.
This is great. I actually get a good lay. It's been a hot second.
Alright, Talal, I would like you to roll a persuasion for me now. And I will give you advantage 3 for your agility roll.
Quotations.
Man, I am not doing fantastic.
You're in bliss now. You don't care.
Was this an important enough roll to blow any legend points?
Yeah, sure, I'll blow a legend point. What does that do again?
It gives you another advantage and +1 to this roll.
So wouldn't you just roll another, what is it, D6 and then +1 to it?
I believe so.
Damn it.
Ha!
So you have a 19 at least.
Whatever, it was good for me.
There you go.
So, he's just going full-on soldier on you. He's enamored with you, wants to marry you after one night, and so on.
Wow, sweetheart. I don't know about that. I really like my privacy, and there's a lot of soldiers around here. I think they're gonna keep bugging me and my friends.
Don't worry about that, baby. As long as we're with me, you have all the clearance you need.
But what if I have a friend who's kind of different? And he's not so much a friend as somebody I enslaved because he's really different. And I don't want them to just kill him because he's kind of a monster.
I'll get you the clearance you need.
Aw, you do that for me?
Blink, blink.
What the fuck?
I'll start radioing into my commander now.
Okay, he's this really big red guy. I think you'd call him an Oni, but I'm not exactly sure because I don't think you're from around here. But that's what I call him. And I know he's a monster. I know. But using him as a slave, way more useful than just killing him. That's why I'd like to keep him around.
I see what you're saying. I've seen other experiments like that back home.
You'd be surprised how docile they can get if you spend a little bit of time with them. It's actually been quite interesting. Well, do you mind if I run ahead and go gather up my friends while you take care of whatever this is, and we'll meet back up later?
Of course, baby. Can't wait to see you again.
Oh, I know, sweetheart. I'm gonna go skip off to find the rest of them.
Alright. So, Mac,
Yes.
you went to go by an actual shop, right? To keep the story up, or did you not do that?
Yes, I did.
Alright. So, as you're wandering around, I want you to make a perception with advantage 3. You see a familiar cloak. It's clearly Everald's cloak. You don't see his weapons on him, but you notice that as he's moving, there's an odd drag under the cloak.
I kind of wander over his way. Is anybody in particular paying attention to us?
Not really. The main thing you're noticing is the disheveled people. People look sad. They don't look happy. Some are injured. Everyone's dirty. And you notice some groups of people are actually surrounded by guards and in chains. You can probably assume that these are the people who really tried resisting when everything went down.
And I walk over to Everald, and the rest of us are here with the truck.
That's good to hear.
Where's Corvus?
That depends. What are you gonna do if I tell you?
I'll give him a hug.
I love you. All right.
Well, before we all beat him to a pulp, we're going to talk to him, find out why he did that.
He did it because he comes from a system of brainwashing that has changed since his original brainwashing.
Okay, how does that explain why he shot Ursa? What was he expecting to get out of that?
Compliance with those who were already here so they wouldn't try to harm anyone else.
Well, I want to hear his explanation, but all right. I'll give him that benefit of the doubt for now. Have you found anything out?
At this point, I need both me and Corvus to roll a, well, how are we going about gathering information, Corvus? Are we talking to people? Are we?
My question is, how did we get in?
Well, we paid the fee for a day pass.
Oh, okay, that works. Yeah, I think we would have started off where there was actual damage, and then moved towards any place that had like a large congregation of people, probably a pub or something.
Alright, then go ahead and roll your present.
Oh boy. Oh shit. I
Go ahead.
apparently this version of me is very dashing.
Indeed.
All right. So we walked past the actual burning buildings and whatnot, right?
Yep, we did.
Okay. Let's just say, for simplicity's sake, we actually ended up in the bar.
We actually.
Ah! We went to the bar.
Yep.
Ah! Hello there. There seems to be some strange going on. What's with all the new security personnel? I gesture towards the barkeeper.
The barkeeper starts speaking in a lower whisper. Well, you see, these troops just came in, said they were New Babel, and they brought the future.
Okay, I'm quietly nodding here.
Then
All right.
they began demanding strict obedience to their tenants. Otherwise, we would be burnt to the ground. People here in New Orleans don't always take kindly to such things like that. And that's when it began. If you notice the damage around, those are from their attacks.
What do they do exactly?
Weaponry like hasn't been seen for who knows how long. I mean, I'm no historian or anything, so I can't detail much about it, but just things I haven't seen far beyond, the standard rifle or...
As he's saying this, I'm going to make like an arcing motion and go like that.
Exactly like that.
Okay, so I know that they use mortars. Okay, that's something.
Or grenade launchers.
That too, but
Yeah, a mortar would be something set up on the ground.
yeah. I mean, go ahead.
They killed pretty much all resistance against them, and anybody they didn't kill, they've said, we're going to be test subjects, and chain them all up.
And kind of give him a very concerned look. They said this to everyone, or just to those who resisted?
Those who resisted. All the rest of us are expected just to obey and carry on with everything that we were doing, except under their protocol.
And what did they tell you exactly?
That we were now a territory of New Babel.
And did they give you any rules exactly?
We're not allowed to leave the city. It is okay to continue our trade, but they are taking half of the profits from every business.
Okay, that's definitely got my interest. It's quite unfortunate. I came here planning to do some trade with the local townsfolk.
I mean, there's still traders around, and they do have some supplies left. Though without being able to leave the city, it's hard for them to restock.
There's a very pained expression on my face right now. I take a seat at the bar. My friend, a round of drinks for everyone. I think they've been through a lot.
Real quickly, I also want you to roll a perception.
Okay.
With advantage 5.
Oh boy! Yes!
Alright. So, sitting at the bar, you see an orc with an incredibly smashed up face. And instantly, somehow you recognize that, hey, That's George, who should be Jorge, but he doesn't speak Spanish.
God damn it. Shit. I think I'd have a common enough sense to just not start acting with him just casually.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. Well, I'm at least glad that he's alive, so I just kind of nod my head and give the folk right here another drink. I think he needs it more than I ever will.
All right.
And then I put down the coin, and I get back up and I go towards. Actually, are there any actual officers or military personnel in the bar?
A couple. They seem like they've been there drinking. They're kind of rowdy.
Can I overhear anything that they're saying?
Roll a perception.
Okay. $16.
You can overhear a couple things. Future plans for moving over the rest of New Orleans. Them talking about New Baton Rouge and how easy it was to just conquer that place. They only had to burn down the elder's house and kill him.
What the fuck's happened? Okay. After getting that, I'm just gonna, I guess, walk out of the bar and head towards Everald.
Alright. So, back to where me and Bob were, you come approaching. Also, Ursa, I'm assuming you're with Bob.
She said, "Yep." Also, I was trying to find them after my boyfriend and I had fun.
After your tryst.
Like a
right.
jilted lover. Fuck.
Alright. So, as Corvus rejoins us and I notice, I look over to Mac. Ah, here is my friend who might have some information about what's going on.
I'm kind of taken aback for a second. Hi?
Yeah. Hi.
You don't know it's me.
Oh,
He's in disguise right now.
okay.
The only reason you can tell Everald is because all he did to disguise Everald was change the vampiric blood so that it didn't come up that way.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yes, Everald, I wasn't expecting company so soon. Oh, did I not come in?
No, you came in. Yeah. My full-on friends are here.
Ah, I see. Well, based on what I've gathered, it seems like a full conquest. They've subverted the populace, killed most of those who resisted, and for the remainder, they've decided to use them as test subjects. For those who didn't resist, they're just they're being forced to stay here while the military is regulating the trade that goes on. I don't know much else. It seemed like when I overheard from the soldiers, they took a few other places along the way. I'm guessing to set up a supply chain.
Interesting.
As I'm talking, you can try to figure out if it's me or not. I'm just saying, it would be really hard, but you could do it.
That would be
Perception?
Yep, that would be a perception.
Yep.
Versus Corvus's deception.
Nah.
Roll your deception, good Corvus.
Yeah, I don't even have to try.
You could roll a 1.
Alright, I go turn back towards Everald. And I am just looking completely fucking out of it. And I go up to him and I put my hand on his shoulder and I gesture to come closer so I could say something in his ear.
He leans in.
If I knew it was going to be like this, I wouldn't have said anything. At that point, he just he lets go of his grip of his shoulder, and then he just kind of slumps there a little bit.
It'll be fine. At this point, Talawa, you hear some familiar voices.
I'm gonna go skipping towards the group.
Am I still hidden in the back?
Yes, you are at the moment.
Yes, you and Nicholas are still spooning.
Yeah, you were nasty, man.
Aww.
Hi guys! I've got good news, and I've got good news.
Okay, let's start with, I don't know. The good news.
I got laid,
Well, okay, we figured that.
and he was hung, so, awesome. But also, I think he's kind of in love with me, and I got permission for, all of you to walk around with me with pretty much, free clearance, including Sire. But Sire is going to have to act like he's my slave.
I don't think that'd take much acting on his part.
Yeah, I wasn't too worried about it.
That's kind of degrading, but alright.
The moment I hear Ursa, I am just I am not looking at the group anymore.
Ursa turns to glare at Corvus.
He's in disguise.
Don't know it's
Oh,
Corvus.
God damn it.
You could try to roll a perception to figure it out. I will tell you that it's a 37 you have to beat.
Do either of you decide to try to roll it?
Talawa needs to roll it. She's been on fire at them kind of rolls tonight.
This is true. If you're gonna bank on anyone, it might be her.
Oh, no.
Nope.
I definitely do not realize it's Corvus.
The one time we really needed you, Talawa. What the hell?
It only works if it's to her benefit, like with the guard.
Basically.
And it's just the afterglow of that, nice banging she got.
It had a little spring in her step, right?
Well, I mean, it's not really a spring as much as it's kind of like a not a gallop. What's the word I'm looking for? A wide-legged stance.
Bow-legged.
Bow-legged waddle.
There we go, bow-legged wobble. Thank you.
She got the robo dick.
He had the extender installed.
Oh damn.
It was worth every penny.
Like with Katya from Arthur, where it vibrates too.
Oh my god.
So, alright, she's giving you guys this news.
Well, we ought to go collect Sire and Nicholas then.
I thought you guys were near them.
We left them in the truck.
Oh.
They just look so cute together, cuddling. We just decided to leave them.
Sire is a very cuddly creature, surprisingly.
It's true.
I do wonder, it's trite contrary to Oni behavior. I wonder if he's fallen on his head a few times.
I banged into
Say
a
that
wall a few
about our
times.
special boy.
I mean, most of his kind also don't go around, fighting monsters. So I guess I just took it as an effect of his changed perspective on life as compared to the usual ones of his species.
But I suppose you know where the truck is, Mac?
Yeah.
Then please do lead the way.
All right.
Also, Everald, where have you been? Running off like that without me? Making new friends. You might make me jealous.
Says the one who walked up bow-legged.
I mean, are you gonna get it up for some fun?
Even if I did, you wouldn't let me have any.
Exactly, so there's nothing to be jealous over. Let's go.
They have accepted me as part of their herd. They are not.
You brought a bunch of useful information when you came.
They are none the wiser.
This is how you imagined meeting the party was going to be in the beginning of the game, wasn't it?
I know, it kind of was. Oh well, shit happens. It's funny.
Indeed.
Will I get to make a perception?
I mean, if you really want to. You gonna roll it, Sire?
Damn it, okay.
You're listening, hoping that someone's gonna tell you where the fun is or anything like that. And then before you know it, the first thing you hear is bang, bang, bang against the trailer.
Who there?
It's me. Get up.
And me. And guess what? You're my slave now.
Oh. What that
You just
mean?
have to pretend to be. You're not really
Okay.
a slave.
All right. Stop talking. He just asked, what does that mean?
It basically means you have to do what she tells you to do, sire.
Oh my god.
Oh,
I never question it. You just
so I
obey.
already do that.
But you're going to do it with even more of a submissive attitude. And keep your head, like your face pointed to the ground.
You must always walk 3 steps behind us.
Can somebody help me out of here, please?
3
Oh, I
Talawa
found my
steps
base.
or 3 Sire steps?
Talawa steps.
Okay.
Do we have any rope? I don't imagine they're going to let your slave just run free when he's towers over most of them.
That's probably a good point. We should put a leash on you. Didn't we have a leash for the priest?
Yeah, it's still here. I never
we
took it
have-
off his waist.
Didn't we collect any of the cuffs that they?
That is their own technology. They'll recognize it right away.
All right.
My job is to lead blind man.
No, your job is to do whatever I say now.
I'll take care of the blind man.
I hand the rope that's holding the blind man to whoever just said that.
Everald. Everald unties the rope and hands it to Taloa.
Can somebody help me out of here, please? I don't fall on my face trying to climb out.
No! Fall on your damn face. Maybe it'll fix your vision.
Everald reaches a hand out to you so you can feel it.
Yeah, thank you. I carefully try to climb out without falling over.
Mac takes his other side.
And I put the rope around Sire to make it like a leash. I guess I'd probably tie up his hands and then leave a long end of it that I could use as a leash to pull him around.
And sire, you need to give up your weapons.
Yep, you do.
Damn.
Sire,
Two-
give them to me. I'll conceal them within my cloak.
Everald said that?
Yes.
Okay.
Alright, as you hand them over to Everald, he starts basically putting them in various places along his back so that his cloak will cover them up.
And I carefully hand him 3 grenades. Don't blow these up.
Well, it would end rather badly for me if I did, sire.
So do you guys have anything interesting while me and Sire were hiding in the truck?
I got laid.
Besides that,
I got his permission to walk around freely because somebody loves me now. And I think we have a new friend here. Everald never really explained.
You can call him
see.
Jack.
Hello.
Do I recognize the voice or the person?
Roll a perception.
Come on. I can do this.
can I roll one too? Because I didn't say anything. I don't get to roll it.
No.
You got the closest, though. And you
Darn
can
it.
roll one, too.
Alright.
I'm gonna laugh if he gets it.
And I will give you advantage, too, since you've been blind for a while now and your other senses are trying to compensate some.
Alright. Gotta re-roll that to put that number in.
Gonna laugh if he gets it.
I know, right?
I mean, it wouldn't be totally out there. Like, he might pick up that
Nope.
the speech
Damn.
patterns are, like, extremely similar or something like that.
Close, but no cigar.
Yeah, you guys are laughing, and he rolled better than the rest of us did.
There's a first time for everything.
Yeah. I guess since we're down one person, an extra hand isn't a bad thing.
Yeah, speaking of which, Everald, do you have any idea where he went?
He's scouting around. I've been here half a day. I've encountered him about once. Besides, when I encountered him before entering.
Jack is shifting uncomfortably.
I guess since we got free movement, we can kind of get a better sense of what's going on.
Is the ground and pavement around here dirty or dusty?
Wait. Can I try to see through what you just said?
Yeah.
Mr.
You
Emerald?
can. And you're probably going to succeed since I rolled a 3.
That's a perception, yeah.
Yes.
Mr. Everald, you are not being honest. And we got some shit to work out, so I'd suggest honesty.
You're right. I have not been totally honest with you. I've seen him twice since I entered the city.
I'm bolstering you right now. Fuck this. You have advantage 3 if she tries to guess again.
Are you gonna keep trying to read me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said yes.
God damn it.
To be,
Wait.
to be fair, I can't have the advantage 3 because I have no skill in deception.
Oh, fuck me!
Damn.
She stomps up to Everald and like jabs her finger into his chest. You are going to tell me the truth right now. You have now pissed me off. You go walking away from me. You don't tell us about this conversation that you had with Corvus, and we got some shit to work out. And I'm not saying that I'm never going to talk to him again, but I don't know about the rest of these motherfuckers, but we aren't going to figure it out if we don't start having some goddamn honesty and openness in this fucking party.
Sire's going to get postured to protect Talawa and be ready to pounce Everald when she says so.
Excuse me, friends. This is all fine.
Talawa, do not speak to me in such a way. You owe me more than that.
And you owe me more honesty than this.
You know if I'm not saying anything, it's because it's important. Also, if Sire jumps on me, I will end him.
He won't do anything except at my command.
While this is all fine and dandy, we are in the middle of a proverbial or
You are.
actual.
Shut up.
What?
I'm gonna stand in back and
Corvus?
quiet for now.
Or ex-friend, whatever he is at this point.
Look, there are people around. Let's just move away from this for now. I'm sure that you'll find your friend later.
I don't know if I can even call him a friend. I don't have an explanation for anything that he did.
I think Sire just figured out what we are arguing about. Nope.
Damn.
Well, shit.
Slave master,
What?
you want me to carry you so your feet not get dirty?
She needs you to carry her because she's moving slower due to that large gate.
I would like you to carry me. And you know what? You're just jealous because yours is about to fall off after years of lack of use.
You haven't seen it, you wouldn't know.
Thank God. Who wants a dead dick?
It's not dead.
Might as well be.
Nicholas is just shaking his head. This is the conversation we're having right now?
Homegrown drama.
Seriously?
You know what, Talawa? Fuck you.
You wish you could, honey.
Everald walks off.
All
I
right.
pick up Talawa. Where we go, slave master?
Okay, it's at the party again. Wonderful. Just fucking dandy.
I think we've had enough dishonesty in this party. I had every right to demand him to tell the truth.
I
I'm
agree.
not disagreeing with that.
Who? What? Sorry, confused. Never mind.
She pats his
bet-
head. That's fine. Just be quiet.
You're better off that way, sire. Well, you probably should go follow him.
If we must.
Unless you have a better idea.
It's not like he's going to tell us the truth about anything that he's already done anyways.
Well, maybe we should take a survey of what the group as a whole wants.
Not a bad idea. Still haven't figured out what their we kind of know what their entire mission is, but how they intend to get it done, we don't quite know.
Slave, do what slave masters say. Oops, wasn't supposed to talk without slave master say so.
I think you can talk without her say so, sire. I don't think she's that strict.
Yes,
So-
it's fine as long as nobody's watching. I don't know. The problem is, I think that we really need to talk to Corvus. He understands these people better than we do, and I would like an explanation for his behavior. And Everald's the only one with any connection to him, but doesn't want to share.
Wait, everyone know where Corvus is?
He saw him twice earlier, at least.
Yep, the traitor himself.
Ooh, so Sire tenses a little bit.
I know that this is difficult. I don't know if we should jump right to traitor. He has a lot of flawed logic, and if he had really wanted to do a lot of damage to us, he probably could have done a lot worse than he did.
Yeah, his logic is definitely a flaw. He needs to embrace more of that cold logic of his.
Well,
You guys do what you want. I'm taking a nap.
I picked
Are you
Talawa up
tired
into
after
the
getting
trailer.
laid or something?
I am. So leave me alone.
She got that good dick.
Yeah, she nestles into Sire's arms and goes to sleep. And with that, I have to sign off so I can sign into work. So I will catch you guys.
Alright, later.
Night, Laura.
Night, sister.
Either way, this is a good calling spot unless there's anything anyone wants to get out right now.
I'm getting back up into the trailer of the truck with Talawa. That's the proper place to let her nap.
I guess I'm just standing there leaning against the fucking trailer.
She did tell you about having to meet up with someone, didn't she? Because currently the only way that you have clearance anywhere is if you're accompanying the person that she convinced.
No, I thought it was he gave her the pass.
You do
That was
still
for-
have your pass.
But the pass was with Sire and Talawa in the bed.
No, Mac got one too because they got through.
Oh.
Mac would need some way to identify his pass, so they would have given him another. Because after all, Talawa split away from him to go sleep with the guard.
Yeah. Hort, 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 hort.
You leave her alone.
I mean, she did spare you a firefight.
Yes.
She did, and I full on had this town prepared for a firefight. There are guards everywhere.
I'm sure you did. Still might be a firefight before it's all said and done, though.
But alright, we are the Story Speakers Guild bringing you roleplay entertainment. I hope you enjoyed our moments of drama and getting to the city.
Yes.
We will continue next Thursday, and please join us on Saturday for Casual Saturday D&D. Good night, and thanks for anyone who watched.
Good night.
Fuck bitches get money.